We begin this hour with breaking news from northern Israel, where the death toll has now risen to at least 44 after what appears to have been a stampede at a religious festival. Dozens more have been rushed to area hospitals, with at least 20 reported to be in critical condition. Officials say up to 100,000 mostly ultra-Orthodox Jews had gathered to celebrate the Lag BaOmer holiday on Mount Meron. Those who were there saw this normally festive holiday turn to tragedy.
We were standing and waiting for our friends. We were going to go inside for the dancing and stuff. And all of a sudden we saw paramedics from masse and whatever running by like mid-CPR on kids. And then one after the other started coming out in ambulances. Then we understood like something's going on here. And we just went to the side as the ambulances were driving in and out. And we waited until we were able to slowly get out.
For the very latest, CNN's Hadass Gold is with us now by phone from the scene on Mount Meron. Hadass, bring us up to date. What's the latest?
So this situation, very tragic situation on this mountain. Tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of ultra-Orthodox participate in these festivities for a holiday called Lag BaOmer. This takes place, they were gathered at the tomb of an ancient rabbi. And it's supposed to be very festive, lots of singing, lots of dancing. But as you can see from some of these images, it was very crowded as well. And some sort of stampede, some sort of crush of people took place on what may have been some sort of flight upstairs. And as a result, we're getting these really tragic numbers of 44 dead, at least 100 injured. Now, we are near the mountain right now, heading towards the tomb. And we are just seeing bus after bus, tour bus after tour bus heading towards the scene, because there are still thousands of people that need to be taken away from this mountain. We are seeing people literally walking along the sides of the highway as they are trying to leave this area, because normally this festival would continue through the night, would continue into today, but they are taking people away from the mountain because of this tragedy. The vice president of one of the volunteer emergency services, United Hatzalah, called it one of the worst tragedies that he had ever experienced. Authorities are still trying to work out the details on exactly what happened, why, and how, because this event, this festival takes place every year with many people, with tens of thousands, if not up to 100,000 people. So clearly something different happens here. Something changed. And as a result, we are seeing what should have been a celebration turning into a tragedy.
So, Hadass, explain the area where this is believed to have all taken place, because it appears to have been a narrow passageway, possibly a stairwell, where suddenly there was just a push of people and a crush of people, and that is where so many people lost their lives. And who's responsible for crowd control at this sort of event?
Right, there are still people trying to leave the area, and there was clearly some issue with crowd control, and it's not clear exactly what happened and why, but just from the images you can see that there were just many, many people completely stuffed together, and that's quite unusual for us to see, especially in the past year of the pandemic, to see so many people together. And actually, in the last year, this event did not happen the same way because of coronavirus restrictions, but this year, clearly, it's somewhat of a return to normalcy. Perhaps that caused more people to want to come to the event, to come celebrate, to enjoy, because it's supposed to be, for these people, for these ultra-Orthodox, it's supposed to be a very festive holiday, lots of singing and dancing through the evening, lighting of bonfires, but clearly something went wrong. It's still not clear what sparked this stampede, what sparked this chaos. But right now, what we are seeing is people trying to leave the mountain, many, many tour buses going by, and we are also seeing on social media calls from families seeking information on their loved ones. Obviously, the cell service was very difficult with the crowds of people, and some of the ultra-Orthodox might not have cell phones as well. And so we're seeing postings online, families posting pictures of their loved ones, seeking any sort of information about them, because the situation is still developing. People are still leaving this mountainside as the morning breaks here.
Hadass, thank you. Hadass Gold there with the very latest on the line from Mount Meron in northern Israel. Thank you.